Lindsay, how you going, man?
Good, thanks, brother. How are you?
Yeah, good, man. Thanks for coming down.
Of course.
Really appreciate it. We've been trying to make this happen for quite a while.
We have, man. We have. We've done a lot of things over the years.
Yeah. We actually go back a fair way. I was actually saying to Susie last night, I was like, man, I was actually thinking about how long I've actually known Lindsay for. It's fucking...
Yeah, bro. It was primary school.
Yeah, so it's like nearly 30 years.
Yeah.
Because I was year 5, wasn't it? I was 10 in Broome.
Yeah. So, solid 30 years.
Yeah. The weird thing is, though, I don't really remember much. Like, I've got a shit memory. I don't know why. I just don't remember fuck all. And I was reminiscing, remember when we first got back in contact?
Yeah.
I think did you message me or something?
Yeah, when I moved to Perth.
Yeah. And I was like, you were like, how you going? And then I think I saw that you had some rebel stuff or something. And I was like, who have I pissed off? I was like, fuck, this cunt's going to fucking kill me. Who's this guy?
And then, hey man, you still play guitar?
Yeah, you were like, your name though was like, I was like, I know that name. And then you said, I was like, oh, how you going, man? Do I know you? Or something like that. And then you were like, yeah, we used to hang out in Broome.
Yeah.
And I was like,
but we had sleepovers and everything. It wasn't just to hang out.
Yeah. And then I was like, and then I rang mum and I was like, hey, mum, this Linsey Ceely. I said, man, that fucking name's familiar. And she goes, yeah, he was like best mates. And I was like, oh, really? Yeah. Did you have blonde hair when you were younger?
Yeah, it was pretty blonde.
Yeah.
I can't remember when I had hair, man. It was so long ago.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking definitely been a long time, eh? Even though, to be honest, we've known each other that long, we haven't really hung out that much, really. Apart from the band stuff, that was kind of it. But
yeah,
I was probably a bit of a dick then. So sorry about that.
We've always been dicks. We live and learn and we grow. Yeah,
that's right, man. So what's new with you anyway? I'll see you doing some motivational stuff.
Yeah, bro. So basically, I've been on my mate's podcast and spoke about this a lot already, but yeah, I just come to the point, I've made a lot of changes over the last, say, 4 years, leaving the bike club, going back into work, selling my businesses and, getting back into music and things like that. I guess my main focus was just to figure out who I was, what type of person did I want to be. And yeah, it was basically just a bit lost, bro, I guess. And, and I also wasn't happy with who I was. Yeah. So, and just where my life was going. And, an important question that I asked myself was, if I continued to keep doing what I was doing now, where would I be in 5 years' time?
Yeah.
And people say, oh, I'll just be, if I don't do anything, I'll be in the fucking exactly where I am now. Well, no, because shit compounds. If you're drinking every day or if you're drinking every weekend, eventually shit's going to compound and get worse. Or, if you're not working now, well, you're going to get fucking broker and poorer. If you're, neglecting your health, you're going to be even more unhealthy,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just kind of had a hard look at myself, man. And I was like, fuck, this is not the life I want to live. This is not the person I want to be. So what do I need to do? So I started making changes, man. And basically just reached out to a buddy of mine that is like a mentor and does a lot of personal development.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, fuck, where do I start? And that was basically probably one of the best decisions I ever made, because that made me, it wasn't looking for answers, bro. And what doing that personal development did was pretty much put a mirror up to my face and go, have a look. This is what you're doing, bro. And you can see, okay, because anyone can tell you, oh, you're doing this or you're fucking that up. You're these are all the things you're doing in your life wrong. But you never listen to anyone, bro. It's easy to someone point, I can go, oh, you did this, you did that, or you should do this, it's going to be better for you. But if you can't see it for yourself, you're never going to realize
That's
that.
right.
So if you all of a sudden have a mirror in front of you going, fuck, look at my life. This is all the things that I'm doing wrong, and this is where I want to be. I
think a lot of people as well that criticise others, they're projecting.
Of course, 100%.
I know that I do that. I actually do that a lot with my wife, which is something I need to improve on. We'll have some kind of frustrating issue, and then I'll just project it on. Oh, well, yeah, well maybe, and make her feel like shit. And then I don't feel better after that. I actually feel worse because I know that I'm being manipulative or something.
Yeah.
And I know that really I'm the one at fault. And then I don't even know why I do it. It annoys me, and I'm aware of it. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes it's I don't know how to not do that. It's something I'll get to work on, I guess. But yeah, but definitely I agree that like, yeah, it's a lot of people you're like projecting, and then like, you know how you were saying before, like you were lost and frustrated. I think I kind of like could tell that because you would sometimes like lash out or like be angry about stuff or couldn't. It was like I could never like this is just my personal experience with you. I could never like kind of build some kind of rapport with you. It was almost, I don't know, like it's hard to explain, but I could never like get through to you like emotionally like you could with some other friends. You know what I mean? It's like you were just like, no, like, you know, I had these walls up kind of thing. And then you're probably just because you were just like, yeah, like so lost and angry and frustrated. And then you just like build these walls in front of you because you don't know what to do. So you're like, fuck it, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing or whatever. And
yeah, it's definitely being reactive, bro. And like, if you're not happy within yourself, then nothing else is going to be happy around you. No matter what good times you have, you know, you can fill your life with alcohol, drugs, women, fucking whatever it is. And if you're not happy within yourself, then none of that shit's going to matter because it's just temporary Band-Aids.
You're just like chucking them in an endless hole, like a bottomless pit.
Yeah. So, you know, and for so long, I thought, oh, if I buy this car, if I had this bike, if I did this, if I went on that holiday, I did, you know, that would make me happy. But then you realize all this is just random shit, man. And I didn't really feel at peace with who I am. Yeah. Like, I wasn't happy with who I was as a person. And a lot of people think they are, but then really they're not because, you know, you do project your insecurities and you do, you know, have reactions to things from, you know, whatever it may be, you know, like, how can I explain it?
Well, I think, you know, like how you're saying, like how you would buy all this stuff, this like material possessions. I'm like that. I'm actually really bad like that. I get like I don't know. I just get some thing where I'm like, I guess depressed or something. Not that I really like to ever use that word much because I don't even know if I'm truly depressed about something or not. But like you just feel like it's like, what do they call it? Retail therapy. Yeah. You're like, but I never like. It's such a fleeting, like good feeling. Like it can't, you get that obviously that rush, that dopamine rush, or whatever, when you buy something and then goes away later, and then you feel even worse because you spent money on something fucking stupid.
Yeah, like I'm all for buying stuff, right? Like everyone, like of course it's good to have nice shit. Yeah. It's nice to have things, but I'm talking about like what gets you up out of bed in the morning, bro. Like what makes you go to work when you don't want to go to work? Yeah. What keeps you disciplined? What keeps you going to the gym because you know, like some days it's fucking cold. You don't want to go for a run. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to go to work because, you know, there's so many reasons of all these things you don't want to do. So you need to find like your purpose and figure out, okay, why the fuck am I doing what I'm doing? Why do I want to do this? And if you don't know, then you're just kind of just doing shit and you don't even know where you're going through life. You're like running around blind.
I think a lot of people as well, they kind of craft their life and their experiences around what they think other people will think.
Of course. Yeah.
Like a vanity thing. And I'm bad for that. I know. I guess everyone is really, and social media is probably a big thing to blame for that because you want to put up pictures of it and you get reactions and that, and
social media is a highlight reel, bro. Like so many people compare themselves to that, and you know the fucking in the real world, like none of that shit matters.
Well, they're putting up the best take.
Yeah,
they you know, like you see, like say, just an example is like a beautiful woman, and then she's go, I'll never be that.
But they're not even that beautiful. You see them in real life. Their photos are edited. They got airbrush shit on their face.
That's exactly right.
And it's like, and these girls and even guys do it, bro. I know guys that fucking edit their photos and make themselves look bigger and musclier. Yeah. And they edit their face so they haven't got pimples or whatever. But like they edit their face and shit. But then when these people meet in real life or they go on a date or whatever, then they go, "Oh fuck, you look like shit. You don't look like that." Yeah, you don't look nothing like it. And then then they never get seen again. And then all of a sudden they're going, "Oh, why? All these people just fucking use me," or they, sleep with them in one night and then they never get a call back. I wonder why? Because you fucking like tricked them. You're catfishing people.
That's exactly right.
It's delusional, bro. And if you're not happy within yourself, and if you're doing that constantly and editing your photos and putting out a fake you, then what's that say about you? Like, how can you then be proud of who you are, and how can you, like, what is that doing to your heart, and what is that doing to your soul and your mind and your confidence as a person, knowing, oh, I have to fucking edit this photo to put it out to the world to get validation from people I don't even know. Like, that's whack.
Yeah, and then and not only that, in the process of doing that, you're looking at yourself and criticizing yourself.
And you're telling yourself you're not good enough. That's what's going on, man.
Exactly right, man.
And then people's confidence are getting lower and lower. And then, when they do go and meet people, the people they are meeting, they're like, "What the fuck? Look at you, bro. You don't even look like that."
Yeah.
Or, this girl, oh, man, like, you don't really look like that.
Yeah.
Your tits aren't that big. Your face isn't that nice. Like, what,
Yeah.
Just where in reality, if you just met someone as they were and they had that, like, confidence within themselves because they weren't doing that, then you'd be more attracted to that because
that's
they're genuine. It's authentic.
Exactly right, man.
Being authentic is what is the most attractive thing in the world.
That's exactly right, man. That's one thing that I've always admired about you is that you're like, I think it's probably a similar thing that I at least try to think that I have, is that I'm always, like, I won't ever lie about something. Like, what you see is what you get with me. Like, and I find that with you as well, some people might find you could be blunt or something, but it's like not really blunt. It's more like you're just like, why sugarcoat it in fake bullshit? Like, it's just, I'm just telling you how it is.
Yeah.
And people are so used to people online going, oh, when you're like, we were talking before about people like saying, like, these motivational speakers, some that don't really live what they're saying. Mm-hmm. They're just saying it. It's like a lip service thing. And you look at all the comments, they're like, yeah, right on. Oh, I wish more people would say it. And they've got all these people bigging them up, but they're not really saying much. And it's just, so then there's no like authenticity there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. What their actions aren't aligned with what they say.
Yeah.
So they're talking all this stuff, but then what they do is completely different.
Yeah.
So and that's why people wonder and talk shit about everyone else, because everyone is full of shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I always tell, like, the guys that I work with or anyone that I speak to, I'm like, don't fucking tell anyone about anything you're going to do. Don't tell me you're going to go to the gym. Don't tell me you're going to go for a run. Don't tell me you're on a diet. Show me, motherfucker. Yeah. Show me. Hey, bro, I just went for a 10K run. Sick cunt. I'll cheer you on for the rest. I'll praise you up. But don't tell me you're going to do it, because I'll go and fucking do it, mate. Don't tell me.
100%.
Show me.
100%.
If you're going to say, oh, I'm going to be a better person. Okay, don't tell me that. Fucking show me you're a better person by your actions. Your actions matter. What people say doesn't mean shit, man. So, I am pretty blunt with people, but I also am working on this at the moment, is trying to be more understanding. And, you can be blunt, but you can also show people compassion and empathy as well.
Yeah.
Like, I understand people go through a hard time, and I understand what it's like to feel like shit about yourself. I understand what it's like to be depressed. I feel like when you're fucking out, like, at full-blown alcohol, you can't stop taking drugs. I know what it feels like to be lost. I know what it feels like to have no money. I know what it feels like to have shit relationships that bring you down. Like, all these things, bro, just compound and they fucking crush you. And I know what like that feels like. But I also know what it feels like to break out of that and fucking figure out why and work on all these little aspects. And the key to all of that, bro, is with yourself. Doing shit that that is going to build your confidence. Keeping your word to yourself. If you say, I'm going to go to the gym, go and do it. If you say, I'm not going to eat that chocolate, do it. And then if you're constantly doing that every day, that's slowly stacking up little wins every day. Okay, I didn't drink today. You don't have to fucking give up alcohol forever. But if you go, okay, I drink every day, I'm going to just drink on the weekends. Yeah. Throughout the week, you're going to go, man, I went today with no piss. Yeah. I didn't eat this shit food. I went to the gym 2 times this week. Awesome, bro. That's 2 fucking wins. If you keep doing that over time, you're going to stack confidence, and then you're going to feel better about yourself, because you're not lying to yourself. And then how can you expect other people to believe what you say or trust who you are when you don't even fucking keep your word to yourself?
That's right.
So that's like the biggest key for me, bro, is doing what you say you do, bro. Have integrity and keep to your word.
Yeah.
Like, your word is the most important thing, because if you break it to yourself, then what the fuck does it say about you to everyone else? Why should anyone else trust you if you can't even trust yourself?
Yeah, man, I 100%.
And that comes with anything, man. Like, comes in with relationships. It comes with, you know, just your work ethic. Every single thing of aspect in life. Like, integrity is my number one core value, bro.
And I reckon that's like one of the best things about you, man, is that you'll like back up what you say you're going to do, because so many people I know, and some of them are friends in that, and obviously everyone's got flaws, but they'll say they're going to do this and that, and you always see them, and they're never really actually doing it. So why don't you just don't tell me about it, just do it.
There's so many reasons why people don't do things. It's not just, you know, the go-to is always, they're just fucking full of shit, or they lied. You know what? They're probably struggling with things that they're going on. Or, you know, they sometimes some people just are afraid to say no, bro, because they're scared that they disappoint people. You know, they'll always say yes, but they don't understand, man, saying no is more powerful than saying yes, because you're standing by what you believe. Even if it's just saying, oh, mate wants to catch up for lunch. Bro, I can't today. I've got shit on. Yeah. Or even if you're like, look, man, I don't really feel like it today. Okay, no worries.
If you say yes and then cancel on them, you're going to feel way worse than if you initially said no.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, so what, when you obviously you had this big change in your life when you wanted to, you know, make all these changes, was that like an overnight thing? Were you kind of just sitting at home and you just looked in the mirror, or was it like a slow process, or were you like, I've got to do something, I hate the way I am right now?
Yeah, it was a accumulation of a lot of things, bro. It was, you know, leaving the club, losing my businesses, or like, you know, and then having to go back to work, and then hurting myself. Like, I fucked my knee, I blew that apart. So I was sitting at home on painkillers, I wasn't training. So, you know, when all these things start adding up, you just start going down, down, down. And then you're like, well, fuck, I'm bored at home, I can't walk around. So then I'm on painkillers, I'm drinking piss every day, I was getting bags, taking mushies, fucking whatever it was, to try and like lift myself up and feel better, because I couldn't walk, you know. And there's like a hierarchy of the things in our lives, you know, and the main key thing in our life is your physical body. So if you hurt yourself like that, that's going to affect how you feel, your mental state, which then affects your work, and then affects your money. You can't work because you've injured yourself, and then that's going to affect your relationships, because there's going to be strain on all that. So it all affects it up, like goes up, you know. Yeah. So that comes down to also fitness, which is, I talk about guys that got people that don't go to the gym, or they don't look after themselves. How do you expect to have a positive mental state or a strong mindset when you're not looking after your body? You know, if you're hungover all the time, or you're fucking taking drugs all the time, you're fucking yourself, and then your mind's going to be a mess, bro.
That's right.
You know, and then your work ethic's going to be shit, and then you're never going to have a good relationship, because why would anyone want to be with a fucking druggie or a piss wreck, or someone that can't handle their emotional, like, you know?
Yeah. So
there was kind of an accumulation of it all, and then when my mate asked me, he's like, bro, in 5 years' time, what's your life going to look like? And I just kind of sat with that for ages, and I was like, fuck, man, that's right. I don't know where I am now. So I imagine if I just keep doing what I'm doing, like, fuck, bro, I'll probably be dead, in jail, back in jail, or, you know, like...
because it seemed like you were, like, just living one day at a time, just make it up as you go.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you don't have purpose, bro, if you don't know where you're going, how the hell do you expect to be happy and, you know, have direction? Like, it's different if you got kids or a family and things like that. You know, your kids are your purpose. You want to be a good dad, and you want to fucking provide for them and give them the best life that they have.
Yeah.
But for people out there that don't have kids, they're like, well, what am I getting up for every day?
Yeah.
And that's a good question to ask yourself, is what gets me out of bed every day? Not because you have to. And that's another thing. Like, I said this on my Instagram the other day, like on my coaching page I started up, you know, so many people go, I have to go to work. I have to go to the gym. And they always say that. You change one word, bro. If you say, instead of saying I have to, I get to go to work. You know, even though you're saying it, and you might not believe it, but the thing is, if you just change that, man, like, even just saying that now, like, I get to go to work. You know why? Because fucking before I had remember a time when you lost your job. Remember the time when you didn't have a girlfriend, or remember the time, you know, you didn't have good money, or you didn't have a house to live in, or you know, all these times like that. You would have fucking killed to get that. So
absolutely, man.
You know, people, It's perspective. Everything's perspective, man.
That's what I was saying to my wife the other week. I was saying, because I went through like a bit of a rough patch at work of just like, no, I don't want to get into it, but I was just like, just kind of beating myself up or whatever, and then thinking, oh, my life's not that great. But then I was like, actually, if I actually do think about it, I've actually got everything. Really, I have everything. There's nothing else I actually need. Like I got a nice house. I got like an awesome wife. I got 2 awesome kids, and I got like my mum and all that, and then and my dad and all that, obviously. Like good family and stuff. And then I'm like, I got heaps of guitars. I got a motorbike. I got like a PlayStation, a nice big TV, got a nice comfy couch. I'm like I don't even need anything, and half the shit I don't even need. Really,
half of those things are the things we were talking about before, just things to make you happy. But
yeah,
you know,
but I was like, and I said to Susie, I was like, it sucks. I wish I could find a way to not forget that I got all that stuff, because it's like I have to stop and think that I got that to then feel better. Because I might want to. Maybe I should buy this. I reckon I'll get that because that'll make me feel better. I don't think in my head that'll make me feel better, but there's the feeling that I need that because of this. Yeah. If it's some arbitrary, stupid fucking reason, you don't really need it, but you make a reason up in your head, to buy something. And then I was saying, but then if I actually think, I've actually like don't need half the shit I got. Like I've actually got everything, really. I've got everything I need. And there's like nothing I don't really want anything else. Apart from like good health, I guess, is that like the only thing. And then but I was like, I wish I could somehow change my mindset to like just always realize that, always know that. So then I'll always be more happier, because I find that when I do realize that, I go, so that's a relief. I actually do have everything I need. That's a relief.
Yeah.
Now I can relax.
And doing that, bro, how you do it is you consciously, like actually physically do it. So when, it's all about having awareness of yourself. If you go, okay, if I know myself, I know my body, I know when I get pissed off, I know when someone speaks to me in a certain way, I'm going to get really reactive and get defensive. If I know that about myself, then I can catch myself when I do it.
Yeah.
So if I'm ever like hating at work, or I'm not happy with something in my life, I automatically stop and I go, fuck, okay, I know that I'm feeling this. I know that I'm thinking this. So then we change our perspective. We look at things differently. We go, okay, how can I see things differently? Practice some gratitude, bro. Like, and a lot of the guys I work with, I talk about, doing gratitude or journaling as well. And everyone's like, fuck, I'm not fucking journaling. That's writing a dear diary every day. It's not about that, bro. Like, and that's why so many people don't do it. It's
about like, is it, if you write it down, you're recognizing it? Is that what it's about?
Kind of, bro. Like
you're acknowledging it.
A lot of people do journaling a different way, and they say, you should journal every night. But I'm all about being practical. We're all busy. We've got, you got your family. Everyone's got busy lives. You haven't got fucking time to sit down and do an hour meditation a night and an hour like journaling and writing a whole page of Dear Diary. So what I get the guys to do, I just go, look, man, just write 2 fucking things, 2 questions, and answer them every day. What did I do good today? And what could I have done better? That's it. And it could have been as simple as, what did I do good today? Man, I went to work when I didn't want to go to work. Done. What could I have done better? I told someone to fuck off. I could have said nothing. Or what could I have done better? Well, I didn't go to the gym, but I'll go tomorrow. But then you've consciously written that down, or you've even thought of it, and then tomorrow you're like, when I told that guy to fuck off, you might see him again, and you'll go, I remember that. But you're working on it. That's little steps like that, man, can make a world of difference. Yeah, I
think I need to do something, because sorry, I don't mean to make this about me, sorry. But it's just this is a good time to reflect.
Yeah, but a lot of people will like listen to this as well, so it's good that if you've got questions.
Well, there's
another thing to do is we should be reflecting on our lives, bro. They say, every 30 days, every 90 days, you should be having like a big solid reflection of your life and go, okay, where am I now? Because if you do a reflection every week, you go, oh well, fuck, this was a bad week. Last week was good, this week's a bad. So if you're constantly going good week, bad week, good week, bad week, it's too much change in too short a time. But if you go, okay, this month,
and look at it broader.
This month, okay, I had a few bad days, I had a few bad weeks, but you know what? The majority of it was good. How can I do next month a bit better? I went to the gym 10 times this this month. Next month I'm going to go 12.
Yeah.
Or I didn't stick to my diet this month, or I fucking had big benders every weekend. Next month, I'm just going to party. I've got 2 friends' birthdays. I'm just going to party then.
Yeah.
You know, like we need to have a reflection, and it's also a balanced reflection, bro. So acknowledging what you've done bad, or, you know, you could have done better, and also what you've done good, you know, like a lot of people I know work hard, man. Like, you know, you've got this podcast, you're smashing out all your stuff, you're providing for your family, you're doing all these things good. Recognize that and celebrate yourself and go, you know what, fucking, I've worked hard this month. I've smashed it at work. I'm going to take my girlfriend for dinner. Or I'm going to, you know, go and buy a new guitar because you celebrate yourself.
Don't let Susie hear that. Any excuse to buy a new guitar.
Yeah.
No, that's, because I need to, because sometimes I like just look at my missus and I'm like, because I know that I can be miserable, super miserable, because I just I like think I'm not doing enough or something, or I don't know. I don't even know why really. I probably need to do a lot of thinking or reflecting, I guess. But and I'm just like always thinking like, I don't know what the fuck you seeing me, like I don't get it. And then I get more miserable, and then I get more angry at myself, and then I become more of a cunt. And then I'll be real short with her and snappy with her. And then I'll see that makes her sad. And then she's like, why you treat me like shit? And then I'll do that thing where I'm like projecting onto her and make it her fault. And then when it's really my fault, and then I dig more of a hole, because then I get angry that I'm doing that I'm being deceptive, and that my wife, she's cares about me so much, and I'm like, I'm being a manipulated piece of shit. And then I don't know how to get out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then,
I'd look at first, bro, like, why is it happening? I'd look at what's causing you to either react. Why are you feeling shit? Or why do you let things get to you so much?
I think,
it's still
I think a lot of it's selfishness. Like, there's things I want to do or whatever, and like, not saying this in a bad way, but family gets in the way of that, say. And then so I'll be like shitty about, but then I shouldn't be that selfish. I chose to have a family. No one put a gun to my head and made me have a family. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I guess a lot of it's me not thinking back and going, realizing what I've actually got, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, it's how you react, bro, and how you feel is 100% on you. And something else that, like, a lot of people don't like hearing is you have the power to change your missus's mood. Like, anyone out there with their girlfriends or their wives, you are 100% responsible for how they feel. Now, why people think that's weird, because you're like, oh, I'm not fucking responsible. That if they want to be a bitch, or if they want to have a shit day, if they've had a shit day, I can't do anything about it. Bullshit, bro. You 100%. As a man, you can go to your woman and go, you know what? Tell me about your day. Yeah. How do you feel right now? Vent, because half the time they just want to be heard, bro. Not half the time, fucking all the time. Although they want to be heard, right? They just want you to hear them, listen to them, and fucking understand them. Just show them, okay, yep, I'm hearing you, I'm understanding you. Don't have to try and fix their problems. Just listen to them. Yeah. Right? As men, we always want to fix shit. Just listen and understand them. But also step up and say, you know what? I hear you, I understand you, and I got you. Like, support them, show them love. And man, your life will change doing that, you know, because you can change their mood, you know. They look to us for answers. They look to us for support. So be that man and be that support, you know. Yeah. Like, there's so much talk about fucking toxic masculinity and all this bullshit on the internet, man. And it's fucking whack, and everyone has it so twisted. Like,
I agree.
You be a fucking gentleman. You be someone who's caring, you know. To me, being a man is standing up for what you believe in and doing what you say you do, but also doing no harm to others, you know. Like, another thing is, what's that fucking dude's name? Was it Michael Tate?
Oh,
Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, you know, like, I agree with 90% of what he says.
Same.
But the 10% he says is fucked up, bro. Like, how can I explain it?
5 minutes later. I need to put that thing in there.
Fuck.
Should be like a hard drive loading sound.
The internet, the old internet.
Oh yeah, the modems, the dial-up sound.
Start the edit again.
I guess one thing I was saying to you, obviously off the podcast before, what I like about the stuff you've been putting up is that Instagram is full of like I guess influencers or whatever they want to call themselves, giving advice or you know what I mean, saying their take on things, and they got a lot of followers that take it as gospel or this or that, but you're one of the only people, I guess maybe because I know you personally, but you, like, it's definitely authentic what you say because I know you. And I like that you don't sugarcoat it. Like, you'll just, you say, like, people come, they'll complain about something and then you'll give them the tools to maybe overcome that or to deal with it, and then they will, like, argue with your advice. Because I know there's people before that have asked me for advice on stuff, and then you give them advice and then they argue with it. And I said, well, what are you asking me for then? If you don't have to do what I'm saying, but if I'm giving you advice, you can go, okay, thanks, and then silently disagree with it or whatever. But you know what?
Yeah, what I've learned, bro, is you can't give someone advice. And for a while there, when I've started doing this mentoring stuff and working with this community, I don't know if you know now, like I'm halfway through doing my Jay Shetty. You know who Jay Shetty is?
No, I didn't until you mentioned it to me, and then I looked him up. I didn't know anything about the guy.
Yeah, so I'm doing his life coach certification to be an actual Jay Shetty life coach.
Yeah.
Now, just winding back a little bit, bro, I've always hated on cunts that say they're a life coach. And I'd always say, how the fuck are you a life coach when you haven't even experienced life? And I looked at because a lot of coaches out there now, like you say, in the internet, they preach shit, they preach stuff, and they don't live what they say. Their actions aren't aligned, their words aren't aligned with their actions. So I hate on that, bro, and I've always hated it. And I was like, fucking, like you're saying, I full hated on it. And then for a while there, I was like, a lot of people I knew were like, Lindsay, you should do this coaching stuff. And I was like, nah, I'm not fucking doing that. That's shit. Like, they're all idiots, and I hell hated on it, bro. But then there was one day I thought, you know what? Who better than me to fucking do this? Because who would I listen to? I wouldn't listen to any of these fucking idiots.
No.
So why don't I step up and do it? Because I do have something to say. I have been through a lot of shit. I can relate to fucking almost any single thing that any human being's been through, bro. And I'm going to learn, because I know when I do something, I'm the fucking best at it. So I'm going to learn how to do this. And now, why I went to Jay Shetty is because he's the exact opposite to me, bro. Like, I was in a fucking bike club. I used to beat the shit out of everyone fucking daily. I'd taken more drugs than fucking 50 people He is like a monk. So I was like, if I go that far, I can maybe meet in the middle and it'll give me some more empathy and learn new skills. Whereas if I, so doing this, I have learnt there's a difference between coaches, mentors, and advisors. A lot of people don't fucking understand that because, like you say, internet just shit. People think that because they can talk all this crap
because
on
they've
there.
got a lot of followers, they think they think obviously everything they say is more important than someone with less followers.
Yeah. So to call yourself a life coach, you're not being a coach, bro. Because for one, your actions aren't aligned with what you do. So no one's going to listen to you because for one, you don't listen to you. Like it comes back to what you say, keeping your word. People say they do all these things, but they don't do them. So the difference between a coaching and a mentor is someone that you might have a mentor at work. You ask them for advice because they're a subject matter. They're a mentor in that field. So I look at it like I'm the most qualified person to help people who were in the position I've been in.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fucking shit. So, but coaching is about you coming up with the answers, not me, because you know why? I don't know what's going to make you motivated. I don't know what gets you out of bed in the morning. I don't know the answers to your problems.
Yeah.
The coaching is helping someone figure it out for themselves and guiding them and holding, like being there along the journey with them. Because if I gave you the answer right now to your problem that's over here, you're going to miss the whole journey, bro. You're going to miss the learning.
Yeah.
I can think of it like if you've got off a boat and you're on a desert island and you got your hotel's on the other side of the island and you need to get over there. Would you just fucking walk and just go, oh, I'll find it. And it's like a 2K walk or two-day walk. Like this is life, bro. So what life coaching is I'm the fucking tour guide of that island. I know all the mad secret swimming holes. I know where the snakes are. I know what to watch out for the holes. I'll guide you and I'll go, okay, here, this is the most scenic route, bro. This is going to be the best way. We'll go together and I'll get you to the end destination. Yeah. That's what coaching is to me. You know, it's someone walking through the woods in the dark and I'm holding a torch for you. Yeah.
Because some people have noticed is they act like what they're saying is a one-size-fits-all thing, whereas what I like with what you're saying is like you always have like a disclaimer of like, I don't know everything.
I don't, bro.
You're just giving your take on it. And whereas there's some other people, they act as if they're the authority on it, like what they say is the absolute single truth to it.
Which is 100%
there's so much
ego,
nuance, much nuance in between, you know what I mean? And like you're saying, like this, the journey, like, but another problem is people want everyone, especially nowadays, wants instant solutions to everything. They want it and they want it now. And like there's probably a lot of people that aren't willing to go through what you need to go through. They go, oh, but I really want to be this. Yeah. And then it's like, how many are actually willing to like double down and go, all right, well, I've got to do whatever I need to do to do that.
And that's where that's where coaching helps, because just say if you want to do, say, this, or how can I explain it? So you weigh it up, bro. Like what means more to you? So, like hypothetically, like if you go, I want to lose 10 kilos, okay, but I can't be fucked going to the gym. All right, well, what does that 10 kilos losing? What does that mean to you? What is the value of doing that going to do for you? Yeah, because that needs to outweigh the pain of doing it. Because a lot of people want the quick fix. They want the answer. They want to lose that 10 kilos, but they don't want to do all the work for it. And the reason they don't do it is because they don't want it bad enough. Yeah. So you need to figure out what you want and why you want it. Because if you don't know why you want something, you're never going to get it.
I reckon the journey as well is better than the reward.
That's where you learn, bro.
It's not better than the reward because, there's one thing that like a lot of people don't understand is that if you get something for free or it's given to you, you don't have to work for it. It doesn't have any value to you because you didn't actually kind of contribute to the what's the word? Like you didn't contribute to the journey of getting that. Say if you just get given like a fucking Ferrari, you didn't have to go work for it and earn the money. You're not really gonna value it, and that's what you see with a lot of like say trust fund kids or whatever that get given everything. Their attitude is that nothing has value to them because they didn't have to actually work for it. If you physically work for something, it means a lot more to you. And that's like if you say you get the people who got these goals. If you just give them the answer to it and then they can just go do that, then they'll just be in the hole again. They'll just dig that same hole. Whereas if you like coach them through that journey, they're going to really enjoy that journey and discover things. And then when they get to that goal, they won't ever they're probably unlikely to maybe go through that same thing again because they have learned from it and know how to avoid it or how to deal with that.
Yeah, it's not about the destination, bro. Like it's crazy to say it, and it's so hard for people to understand that. It's okay. You want to get to the destination, but it's all the shit you pick up along the way, like you said. Yeah, and yeah, so many people focus on that, and it's just.
And then sometimes when
you need to enjoy the process, bro. You can't just get there. You need to be open to all the experiences and wanting to actually do it. Like people want to say have $1 million business, but then it's like, well, if you need to become the person that can build $1 million business. Otherwise, you don't fucking deserve it. Exactly. If you want to lose the 10 kilos. You need to do the fucking work to do it. Right, otherwise, you're never going to get it. You don't deserve that.
That's right.
Everyone in their life now, like everything you have, you deserve it. You've done, because you haven't done anything otherwise to deserve better. Yeah. The car you drive, you deserve that fucking car because you didn't save to get a better one. The house you live in, that's the house you deserve because that's the work you put in to get it. Yeah. The way people look, if you're fucking fat, bro, you're fat because you haven't done any work to do any better. If you feel like shit, that's because you haven't done any work to feel better. If you can't handle your emotions, if you talk to people bad, if you are reactive, that's because you haven't done anything to fix it.
That's right, exactly, man. And I was speaking to my brother the other day, and this is just off a little bit of a tangent, but he works in similar industry to us, like, you know, kind of industrial, kind of resources, whatever industry, and he was asking about getting into what I do, like driving cranes, because he does a lot of rigging and stuff like that, and he's saying he's going to go get his crane ticket and this and that and his truck license, and then he goes, oh, so how much do you get paid at your work? Because he's working on construction, you know, they get a bit more, but it's obviously every couple of years you got to look for another job. And I said, well, I get paid this and this, and he's like, oh yeah, see, I could do that, but then I'm just not going to get quite as much money as I want. And I said, yeah, but the thing is, you got to sometimes do that short-term pain for long-term gain. Like if you really want to get into then crane driving and that or whatever, then and you're gonna just take the pay cut here, and then it'll eventually, give it a year or two, you're going to be better off, because then you're going to be able to negotiate this or that or whatever. And then, but it didn't really want to hear it, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, but you want this thing, but then you're not willing to do the thing in between, because I said at first you won't be on whatever money, you'd have to drop a bit. And it's like what I did when I used to work at Barrow Island, and I was on killer money, and then I halved my pay because I was so unhappy up there. I wasn't getting where I wanted to get, and then I thought, if I go to this company, the one I'm working for now, I'm going to get way more experience and do the things I really want to do with my job. And then everyone up there thought I was crazy. They're like, you're off your fucking head. You'll never get money like this again. What are you leaving for? I said, yeah, because I'm not happy. I might be getting all this money, but I'm fucking not happy. And I'm always miserable. So the money's not making me more happy.
Yeah. Money's a tool, bro. That's the thing. Money is, so many people, their goal is to have money. I'm like, okay, well, how much fucking money is it that's going to make you happy?
What's the magic
and
number?
You know what? When you get it, you're going to go, okay, well, now what? What am I going to do with this money? Oh, you want to go on a holiday? Okay, so the goal was a holiday, not the fucking money.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, and it comes down to not doing what you love, bro. So, like, I know guys they're like, Lins, I want to start a business. I want to fucking do this because I don't want to work anymore. What do you mean you don't want to work anymore? Wouldn't you rather do something you love? Like, okay, we don't all fucking love our work, but you enjoy it. You know, do something you enjoy. Do something that you get out of bed going, you know what, I don't really feel like it today, but I fucking generally I like my job. I like the boys I work with. I like going here. I like doing all the things, you know. And if you don't do that, then change it, bro, because you know,
a lot of it's a mindset thing too. Because I get in my own head sometimes about work, and I just fucking hate it, and I won't want to get out of bed. And then I feel like it makes me tired, and then I go to work and I'm lethargic, and I've got a shit attitude, and my lips dragging on the ground because I'm just miserable about it. But then I found the past few weeks, I've just tried to like change my attitude towards it, and it's just like completely flipped, man.
Right, remind yourself why you're going to work. That's a good way to do it, you know. Whether it's you're saving for a holiday, whether you're saving for a car, well, like, you know, like I said, I'm not against buying shit, but know what you're doing. That's the key, bro. Like, you need to know why you're doing something. Whether it's going to work or drinking or you're fucking saving, you know, and you're like, oh, I'm even going to the gym. Okay, I'm going to the gym because I want to lose 10 kilos. I'm not drinking because I'm trying to save money. I'm working extra work because I want to go on this holiday. Yeah. Know why you're doing something. That's like, otherwise you're just fucking rolling up every day and you wonder why you feel like shit, or you wonder why, oh, I got no motivation today. No shit, because you have no direction. Yeah. Yeah. So
100%, man. And a lot of people just don't want to acknowledge it. You'll see them and they'll be in that kind of rut of just complaining about it, rocking up and complaining about it, and then you try to talk with them about it, and some people just they don't. It's like they get a lot of people have to come to the realization. It's like you can't, like you're saying, you can't give people advice. It's like they got to be willing. They got to be in that mood and willing to receive that kind of I guess particular bit of advice, and then to want to change.
They need to be, and unfortunately, bro, it takes, you know, I feel like a lot of the time it takes something bad happening.
They have
like,
hit rock bottom.
Something has to happen, bro. Like you injure yourself, or your fucking missus leaves you, and then you're like, oh, why did she dump me? Oh, because I do this and this, like all these different things. And then that's when people start working on themselves or wanting to do something. And, you know, that's where you go, okay, I don't want that to happen. And then you can look at, so like I was talking to one of my buddies the other day, and, you know, I was like, what's going to happen if you just keep doing what you're doing, bro? And he's like, eventually, like his relationship's solid as, but he's like, eventually my missus is going to leave me because I'm not doing what I say I'm going to do. I'm not, my actions aren't aligned with my values. So that's the motivation to go, yeah, fuck, you know what? This is going to happen if I don't do anything now. So I'm going to do it. Instead of, or wait till fucking she leaves you, and then you're going to go, then you're going to get, that's the kick in your ass you need.
Yeah.
So it's how much you want to lose, bro, and what's the cost, like, because we all got to pay a cost. We all got to pay a price. Yeah. You know, we pay a price now or we pay the price later. Which one's bigger? Paying the price now, eating humble pie and fucking saving your money for that holiday or that house you want to save. Like, you know, eating shit for a year, not doing anything, not spending any money and saving it so you can buy that house. Or in a year's time, the house is going to be double the price. Or, you know, if you don't do the work now and you don't go to the gym and look after your health now, in a year's time, you have a fucking heart attack and die. Yeah. Like, there's always a price, bro. So you need to figure out, is the price you want to pay now or later? And what's going to be the highest price you're going to pay? That's
right, man. That's a good point. Yeah, because...
and that applies for every aspect of life, man.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it just seems like the unfortunate thing is so many people, they end up inadvertently choosing that path where they hit rock bottom before they like try to seek any kind of.
But sometimes that's exactly change. What you need, bro. You know, like otherwise you don't change. And you know, everyone's on their own journey, and everyone is on their own, have got their own story, and that's why I've been so against, you know, these online coaches, because they try and tell someone what they should be doing with their life. Yeah. And why the fuck should you listen to someone else that is trying to tell you about your life? You know the answers, man. Yeah. I want someone to help me figure out the answers for myself, because, you know, like a doctor, he can't do surgery on himself. He can fucking fix all the people in the world. But so we can't, sometimes we need help, and we need someone else to shine the light on this part or help us do things and point out our weaknesses, and then we like can figure it out ourselves. You know?
Yeah, 100%. And I suppose, that's a good point, because then I guess if you do kind of hit rock bottom, you know what rock bottom's like, and then you know that journey to that and how to avoid it, then or what you can do to avoid it. And
I wouldn't recommend it, hitting rock bottom. Nah. But it's also, if anyone's listening to this and you have if you feel like you're at the lowest point in your life, or you know, shit has gotten so bad, you know, you just broke up with your missus, or you lost your job, or you lose, whatever it might be, you know, that's a beautiful thing, man, because like an arrow, you need to pull it back before it can go forward, you know. It takes that big fucking shit in your life to happen.
To light a fire under your ass.
Yeah, man, and go, I'm never going to let this happen again. Yeah. You know, it took me to go to jail to come back and go, fuck, I'm never going in that fucking place again. Yeah. Whereas, who would have known if I didn't go in there? So I embrace that shit, man, you know? Like, I'm glad I fucked my knee up last year. Yeah. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't be doing all these things. So if you are at that point in your life, this is where you can turn it around and go, all right, what can I learn? That's the biggest question you can do, is go, you know, so many people go, oh, fuck, my missus left me because of this, because of that. Even if she cheated on you, the biggest question you can ask yourself is, okay, what did I do? What was my role in this? And what can I learn? Where is the opportunity to learn something from this? Like, I just lost my job, whether you had a fight with someone or whatever it might be. But what was my responsibility? What was my role in that? And what can I learn from this mistake? What can I learn from this moment in my life? Yeah. Because is it an issue or is it an opportunity? If you don't look at your problems as an issue,
like an opportunity to learn from.
Everything's an opportunity, bro. No matter how good or bad it is, it's always like, okay, what can I learn from this? What did I do to fucking get myself here? And what can I learn from this? And doing that, man, you will see your life changes completely.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. So, where do you? What's your like? Do you have like a plan at the moment with your coaching thing? Is there like have you got something in your head where you want it to go, or are you just kind of riding it at the moment and just giving tips and coaching people and just seeing where it ends up? Or?
So a lot, like this comes back to. So for starters, like, I'm still a part of that community that I've been a part of. So on there, bro, we've got some absolute legends. Like, the Corey that runs it is probably the hands down the most smartest person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And the head coach Glenn is like a fucking the most beautiful man. He has like any advice he gives you or anything he speaks to you, it's like from his heart, and he's so powerful, bro. And then we've got a group of blokes that are all leaders in there that are just absolute studs, like they're weapons, you know. So that community, bro, I'm just like giving so much, trying to give so much to that and provide value to that, because all the guys that are coming into it are there for that reason. Like they want to change their lives and they want to grow, and they're there doing the right things. So, and then on the side of that, I'm finishing my Jay Shetty certification to be the coach, to be one of his coaches. And I have got a few clients that I've just taken on a few guys one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like I say to a lot of people, of all the other coaches out there, they take on a lot of people and they don't give a fuck. So I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this to have 100 guys that I'm coaching and, you know, making $1 million off. I already have a job, bro. I love working away. I love doing what I'm doing. I do this on the side because I actually want to help people and give value. And, you know, because I know what it's like, and I want to work with people who have the same values and morals as me, and who are in similar positions as me, you know. And because, like I said, I'm the most qualified to help people in the position where I used to be. So I can relate to people better than most other people can relate to, because I've been through so much shit. So
do these people, is there anyone you say no to? Do they like come to you and they'll go, look, this is blah, 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 and do you go, look, it's probably, I don't know if I can help you?
Yeah, bro. I've said no to more people than I've said yes to. So I've only got a handful of guys that I work with, and I've said no to
You're better off giving
a shitload.
What is it? It's quality over quantity, isn't it? Better off giving quality advice to the people you know you can give it to than have, like you're saying, 100 people that you're giving shit advice to. Or
and that's the thing too. I'm not just giving advice now. I'm coaching them, because I've learned the difference between that. But you know, but I don't work with someone who I don't feel they want to do it, or they're doing it for the wrong reasons, or they're just not investing in themselves, or they're full of shit. Like I need to feel I have a bond with someone to coach them. And like I said, I'm not doing it to have 100 clients. I'm doing it to literally help people who I know that I can help. And if I don't feel that I can do that, or if I feel that even if they're, you know, like I said, I'm not a professional. I don't know all the answers, bro. And there's a lot of people out there that need more help than I can give. You know, whether it's professional help, they need to see someone that's like a psychiatrist or something. Yeah. And that's the reality of it. And so I'm not going to take on people who I go, I can't really, I'm not qualified to do this. You know, I can help as much as I can, but if someone's beyond that, then, you know, it's unethical for me to take that on and promise something that I can't deliver. Yeah. So, you know, and that comes back to my integrity as well, you know, because I am who I am, bro. And I'm not going to pretend I'm something I'm not, and I'm not going to promise something to someone that I can't deliver, or, you know.
So, well, this that Jay Shetty thing you did, is that like a course you did? How long does that take?
Yeah, it's a bit over 6 months.
Yeah, right.
And it's huge, bro. It's so intense. So there's a heap of modules. I get assessments, and I've got to do like actual practical coaching sessions with their coaches, and like it's full on, and you get assessed, and you got to pass all the tests and get a certain percentage over each module, and it's literally like a uni degree, man.
Yeah, right.
So, you know, a lot of things come up for me doing this, because in my class that I'm in, they're, you know, everyone's so smart, and they're like, at the start I was like, man, I don't fit in here. These guys are all like super intelligent, real like chilled. I'm swearing and shit like that, and they're like, man. So, but you know, that's different. And that's just me. You know, that's the full imposter syndrome. It's me thinking I'm not good enough, and you know, and that's where I've got to work on it myself and go, you know what, I'm just me, man. I'm not trying to be anyone I'm not.
What's imposter syndrome? Sorry.
It's basically just, you know, thinking that you're not good enough, man. That, you know, I don't belong here. I don't, this is not for me, you know, like you guys are, you don't, I don't belong here. That's.
Yeah. How do you overcome that?
Just, well, there's a few things. So backing yourself with, you know, proven actions. Okay, I know the guys that I have helped, man, their lives have changed. I know that I work my ass off and I'm studying like a motherfucker to learn all this shit that are in this course. And is it sinking in? Yeah, it is. So I know that I'm learning it.
Yeah.
Is my life, am I living what I say? Fucking oath I am. So that's the proof, you know, and then you just reassure yourself, yeah, I do belong here because of these reasons, because my actions are aligned with what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were saying you're doing more of that study now as well, eh?
Yeah, man. So I'll after my certification, I'm not really sure what the plan is. I'm just kind of taking it as it comes, and you know, the more availability I have and the more I'm learning, I'm able to take on a couple more guys here and there, and you know, I'll just make sure that I give the value, and if it's, you know, if I can't provide the value to someone, then I'm not going to take them on.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm just cruising. I'm happy with the boys I'm working with. In the future, I will, you know, look on to taking more. You know, I'm not going to quit my day job.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, unless there comes a point where I'm making more money from that than this, and the demand is there. But yeah, again, like I want it to be valuable, bro, and authentic. You know, I'm not someone that's full of shit and ever try and rort anyone or anything like that. So it's yeah.
No, definitely, I get that from. Well, obviously, I know you, but I know that that's definitely not what you like, for sure. I guess probably should change the subject a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
So music wise,
Yeah.
what's going on?
What's going on? Music wise, it's been a little slow lately. As you know, bro, my band RFMD reformed. Yeah, we've been going pretty good for a couple of years, but then just a few little issues. And yeah, we just started like slipping back, falling behind, I guess. And
It's easy to do.
yeah, and then just it's a touchy subject, I guess, because it's like you invest so much of your heart and soul into music, bro, and into a band, and you want it to be successful. And then when other people, and when other people don't put in, you know, the same amount of effort as you know, it's hard. And you know, yeah, I suppose my expectations of people are pretty high, and I should, you know, doing this coaching stuff, I'm learning, you know, like people are where they're at, and you know.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that some people aren't aware of where they're at, and then they can't give you a realistic expectation of what they're going to contribute. You know, because some people have every intention, like in bands, oh yeah, I'm going to fucking do this, yeah, we'll do that. 100%, man.
And it's hard,
but
like,
the nitty-gritty, and they're like...
Being in a band, bro, it's like your fucking family. Like, I fucking love all the boys, but, you know, your work, it's work, it's a job, it's you know... It's creating something together, and everyone has different tastes, everyone has different styles, everyone has different work ethic. So to get all that aligned it's fucking hard. And so, yeah, pretty much, yeah, I think Reformed is probably done now. So, yeah, I am working on something. Like, you know, Sean's my best mate. I fucking love that motherfucker to death. And, we've been trying to keep the band going for a bit, toying around with not toying around, like just trying to work with a few different singers and different other musicians. But we've kind of decided, look, we're, you know, pushing shit uphill.
Yeah.
Flogging the dead horse, bro. So we're gonna we're gonna start again. So
keep not the same songs you released, but the stuff you've written, because I heard some of it.
Bro, we've got like 40 songs, and that's the thing too. You know, like Sean and I, we work so well together. We'll sit down, man, and we'll fucking drink some wine, and then we just smash out a song in a couple hours. And it's like we do that. You know, for a while there, we're doing it a couple times a week, and we're just writing song after song after song.
So different to me. I don't have that creative output, like that level of creative output. I'm like, yeah. I have days where I can like write one song maybe in a day, and then I'll refine it more later. It's not like done, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah. Because I've got this little studio set up at my house, so we just roll in, plug in, play, done.
Yeah.
And Sean's a genius, bro. He's such he does all the mixing and does all the producing and all does all the computer, and he's so fast at it. He's a fucking gun. Heaps of bands in Perth are all working with him. So for me and him to get together, we just smash out shit quick. So it's also hard for someone to kind of keep up with that as well. So yeah, what we're trying to do now, we've got a few good, like another good mate of ours, and yeah, we're trying to start something up new that's gonna be every time you start a band, you're like, we're gonna fucking write the new shit. This is gonna be the best. This is gonna be like stuff we've never written before. But
watch this space.
Yeah, so it's new, bro. It's only pretty much a week or two ago. So we'll see where it goes. I'm pretty keen, but
I'm keen to hear it.
Because the boys that I'm doing it with are absolute fucking beasts, man. And like we did one session the other week and we smashed out like a song in a couple hours. And fuck, the vocalist that we've got is an absolute weapon, and I'm fucking keen. I'm pretty excited for it.
I'm keen to hear it, man.
So
have you just got anything recorded yet, or?
Yeah, but it's all under lows. I don't even want to say the people in the band that we're doing it with. So but yeah, it's fucking pretty cool, man, and they're all amazing musicians. So hopefully it all works out. But I want to be in a band that with my bros. I want to have fun, man. I want us to all work together, work hard, but also have fun and just care about each other. And that's what matters a lot to me. Because if you're not enjoying it, if you're just trying to, like I said, like I've been saying, trying to get to that destination, trying to write an album, trying to play all these shows, that's the destination, man. If you're enjoying the process and you're just writing and fucking hanging out with your bros and loving it, and like that's the key about it all.
I think it changes when like you're saying, when you about the destination thing. When you put like these expectations, I think it takes the fun out of it.
Yeah,
you know
of course,
what I mean?
Man. And that's a big
a job, and then it's like, why do you join a band? Because you're like, oh, I want to jam with my mates. That's really how you started it.
And
you
to be honest, bro,
I want to join a band because I want to play shows in Europe. You go, no, hey guys, you want to fucking jam? Let's fucking play. And then when you start turning into like a business or a job, it just takes the fun out of it, eh?
And I guess that's, bro, to be honest, like even just talking about this now, it's a big downfall of my own, because, even when me and you were in a band and when I was with Cage of Hate and, and even in Reformed, like I was always so focused on the destination. I wanted it to be so successful and I fucking pushed it so hard. And then looking back at it now, what mattered the most to me was like all the times we just jammed and hung out. And like that's what I miss. Yeah. Not fucking when we played a show. Like, yeah, the shows are fun, but or like having the music, but I was so focused on the destination. And even up until recently in Reform, like I put so much pressure on everyone else to be like, come on, fucking work, let's do this, we've got to get this done, we've got to smash these out, instead of just I regret it, but I feel like I could have just been a bit easier and just gone, you know what, like I do love this, and I did love it at the time. But we live and learn, bro, and and this is the thing what I tell people as well. It's not about being perfect, man, and no one ever is, and I'm the fucking furthest one from it. But the key to, I think, in life is just doing better than you did yesterday. Like acknowledging what you've done bad, also acknowledging what you've done good, because you don't want to just fucking beat yourself up all the time and go, oh, fucking, I'm always doing this bad, I'm always doing that bad. Like, yeah, I did this, I've done good things and I've done a lot of bad things, but I'm learning from my good, and I'm going to keep like working on my bad. I fucking had that the wrong way around. But and I'm just going to try and be better tomorrow than I was today. Yeah. And that's all anyone can really do, bro, is just try and be better than where they were. And and I we're always learning and we're always growing. And like we said, some people are going through hard times, and that's when they take things out on other people as well. Yeah. And they don't mean to, or they don't know, but we're all on that journey, bro. So it's just if everyone just had more understanding, even myself, of where people are at, and just enjoying the time. Yeah. Like, because you look back, and the happiest times of my life were like some of most just wholesome shit, you know. Like it wasn't the big events, and it wasn't the big doing
man.
stuff. It was like the small little times where like
100%.
you know, me, you and Nate sitting in the spa fucking drinking piss and like playing pool at the back of my house and like just, you know, cool shit.
Yeah, that was good times actually. I know what you mean, man. That's where like I think back then me and you were so different. I think to each other, we were like somehow just such opposites to each other. And then I think I still feel bad about it all the time. I think I was like bad at communicating things to you, and I think I was a fucking big massive dick. So I do apologize.
I was not much better, bro. Like you said, you know, that was a fucking real hard time in my life. That was a massive transition of me being in a fucking bike club for so long and then losing that, and then doing, you know, trying to figure out who am I, where do I fit in the world?
Yeah.
You know, like I was fucking lost and I had no idea. So then, you know, all your reactions and all your, you know, your subconscious shit that you don't know how you deal with things comes up, you know. And when unfortunately what I've learned about myself is when I'm in a state of not panic but unease, or you know, if I feel uneasy or if I'm not happy, I'm super reactive, man. I'm super defensive, and it comes out as aggression. And, you know, and unfortunately you take it out on the people closest to you because they're the ones there. And yeah, it's something I've learned a lot about myself.
Yeah, you've definitely changed a lot, man.
I think so. That's a good thing. Yeah.
But no, but obviously you're still like the same you in a lot of ways as well, which is like all the really good points about you, man. Like one thing I like about you is your like directness and your honesty. Like I've never ever thought you're full of shit ever about anything, and that's one thing I admire in people is their just, I don't care if they have to tell me some like uncomfortable truth, but if it's the honesty, then you got to respect that. You know what I mean? And that's what I've always liked about you is you're just honest and you 100% believe what you say. And that's rarer than it should be, I think.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. But, you know, also just want to add to that is there's a difference between speaking the truth and saying it in a respectful way.
Yeah.
You know, like I can say, oh, Fabian, fucking, you look ugly today. Or be like, hey man, like maybe change your shirt. Like,
sorry, man.
Like, you know, like there's a different thing, you know, like it's
really
how
it's
how you say things to people, and it's depending on what you're, you know, are you criticizing them or you giving them like what's the fucking word? Like
constructive criticism.
Yeah.
It's the way it comes across, eh?
And if it's a place from love, bro, and from your heart, then you know that's the authenticity of it. You know, being authentic,
the intention of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, what aside from band and your coaching stuff, what else have you been doing? And work, obviously. What have you been getting up to?
Yeah. I have been training heaps, bro. So yeah, after, like, as I said, I fucked my knee. After doing all my rehab for my knee surgery, I started just walking a little bit, and then one of the boys at work was like, man, he like was running laps at the oval, and I was like, oh, I'll come for a quick run. So I did one lap of the oval, and I fell on the ground, nearly had a heart attack. And I was like, man, this is not good. Just so unfit. And I was, and that was like a wake up call for me. I was like, what the hell? I couldn't even run one lap of the oval. I was like, you're a fat piece of shit. Like, so then I've started being like running a little bit, and it's weird because I've always been like, running's gay. That's you know, like that's shit.
That's for queers.
I've never been a runner. That's shit. That's stupid. But it's funny, we bag out things that we're not good at. You know, if we've never done it and we're not good at it, we'll say it's shit.
Yeah,
so yeah, and then because you're not good, of course you don't like it because you're not good at it, man. Yeah. Like who, you know. So I started like running, and every day I'd do one lap of the oval, then I'd do 2 laps of the oval. Then I was bragging to the boys. I was like, "Oh, boys, I did 4 laps of the oval today. I'm fucking like a marathon runner."
Yeah.
And then I actually started. I've been running heaps now, and I've been pumping out like 10Ks. I've done like a half marathon. Then I did the 75 hard challenge, which is crazy, man. Like that that is literally, if anyone wants to do a hard challenge, that's like life-changing, man. Like I find myself I'm a real disciplined person, and I always do what I say, and I've got a good, strong mindset for training and my work ethic. But if anyone hasn't got that, or they want to improve on it, that's like a awesome challenge.
What is it?
So 75 hard challenge is Andrew Frisella. If you look him up on Instagram, he's a fucking beast, bro. He made this challenge up. It's called 75 hard. So you do two 45-minute workouts a day. They have to be separate. You can't do one and then the other. So yeah, and the workouts can be anything. It can be going for a run, going for a walk, going to the gym, doing boxing, skipping, ride a push bike, whatever. But you have to do 2 a day. One of them has to be outside. Then you have to read 10 pages of a book every night. You have to drink 4 liters of water. And you have to stick to a diet and no cheat meals or alcohol.
Yeah, right.
So no chocolates, no ice creams, no nothing. And that's for 75 days. Now, the point of this, it wasn't a fitness challenge, bro. It wasn't to get lean or get fit. It's basically just to build mental toughness. Like doing it, I was coming off night shift and I was like, fuck, I've still got to go for a 45-minute run. I'm wrecked, but I'll go and do it anyway. Or I'd fly in from work and it's pissing down rain and the plane was late and I've still got to go and do a 45-minute workout outside. So you're doing the shit you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And man, it was crazy. Like I lost a heap of weight from it. Got super lean. I've got a few bros that have been doing it, and man, they've said that it's changed their life. Like it's just improved everything. So I did that, and just through those 75 days, I ended up running like 380 Ks or something.
Fuck.
And then at the end of it, I was like, how can I really challenge myself for this? So I was like, I'm going to run a marathon, a full marathon, which is 42 Ks. And it was after the 75 hard. I was like, man, I haven't even practiced this. I've never even, like the furthest I run was 20 Ks and that killed me. And I was like, well, I said I was going to do it. And the worst thing is I even told a couple mates I'd do it. I don't know why I should never have done that. But I would have done it anyway because I kept my word to myself.
Yeah.
So I did it. It took me just under 5 hours, man. And it was like at the 26K mark, my legs fully collapsed. I had like the full chicken dance, and I fell down on the footpath, and I was laying there going, "Fuck!" I was like, "I'll just get an Uber and I'll go home." And then I just remember laying there going, "You're a fucking little bitch." I was like, "Get up! You said you're gonna do it, even if you just walk it." Yeah. So then I was like, "Man, running like a hell old man," and I smashed that out. So that was like, it's a pretty big achievement. It was like, it's pretty hectic to run 42 Ks.
I have one of those support vehicles that they have on like marathons.
Oh man, yeah, it's great. And I did it off my own back. Like a lot of people will run marathons with, at an event, because everyone kind of pushes each other. I just did it by myself. Yeah. Just when I measured it out on Google, and I was like, all right, how this circuit's 42 Ks.
Fucking hell. So
I smashed that out. It's fucking wild. So I've just been running heaps, man, and just studying and just trying to,
I've been trying to do a bit of exercise actually because I'm fucking lazy. Oh well, actually I won't say I'm lazy, but I need to exercise because I have a pretty sedentary job. Sit on my ass all day. Then I sit my ass in the car on the way home. Then I sit on the couch and play the PlayStation, or I fucking sit in here and play guitar, or I'm sitting around. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I need to do cardio just for my own. Like cardiac health, I guess I probably should be doing it. And so, but I hate cardio. It's so fucking boring.
So with that, bro, like you don't like, that's the thing. People are like, oh, I don't like going to the gym. I don't want to do this. Well, okay, find something you do want to do. Do some boxing, or even if so. And that's another thing. People will procrastinate because they're trying to look at things too big. Like just pretend you're moving house and you got to do it all by yourself. You'll fucking go, I can't be bothered, man. I've got the whole house to pack up. I've got to move all this shit. And you look at it like one big hole. If you break that down and go, all right, I've got 4 rooms in my house. I'm just going to start with my wardrobe. I'm just going to start there. I'm just going to take all the clothes out of my thing, or I'm going to pack up this one little room and just do that today. Yeah. It's way easier because you can go, oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do one little thing. Like, that's fuck all. Yeah. You do that over a week, all of a sudden the whole house has moved, man. Yeah. So, if you go, look, I don't want to go to the gym. I can't be exercising and get into my thing. But you go, okay, I'm just going to do it today.
Yeah.
Today, I'm just going to go today. And tomorrow, I'll see how I feel. But today, because all you can control is right now, bro.
Yeah.
So today, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm not going to go for a big run. I'm just going to go for a walk around the block. Just get outside. And what you'll find is you'll go around the block and you'll go, fuck, that was only 5 minutes. That was easy. I might just go around again. Or I might just go to the next block.
Well, I've actually, what I was going to say is I bought this exercise bike. It's lazy. I want to go to the gym, and I hope I can do it soon. I don't want to say I'm going to go because, something could stand in the way of that. But I want to go. So I bought this exercise bike, and it's one of the ones where you sit back and you just fucking pedal. And I set up in front of the TV. So I play video games while I exercise, but I was doing 10Ks a night. So,
but this is the thing, bro. We can't multitask. Like, you can't multitask. You can't watch TV and cook at the same time because you'll burn the food. You can't, go to the gym and sit on your phone at the same time. You can't, you go and do one thing at a time. Like, this is a big thing I've learned as well, bro, is about being mindful and being really present in the moment. Like, be present in what you're doing. When you eat your food, think about it. Feel it going down your mouth.
That's a good
sit
point.
there and eat your food. Don't sit there and watch TV and then you fucking feed in your face like this. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, where did my food go? You didn't even process it. You're not even thinking about it. And then you've overeaten, or, you're not paying attention, man.
Or it's cold because you kind of let you sit in there. Oh, yeah, I have another fork. Oh, fuck, it tastes like shit now because it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, I guess my thing was like, if I put it in front of the TV, I know that I'll sit on it and use it. And so I've been doing that. But then what I found is that it's like doing the dishes. Is like, you're like, But then when you do it, you're like, it's not even that bad. It's like therapeutic, I find it almost, And then when I was sitting on that doing it, then the half an hour kind of goes and I don't even notice because I'll do half an hour. I'll do about 10Ks in half an hour on it. And then I was doing that every second night. And I was finding that I just feel better. Because, everyone says exercise is like one of the best things mentally for you, I guess, isn't it?
But the thing is with that, bro, is doing it in front of the TV, you're doing two things at once.
Yeah.
So how long, because to do the bike or sit on the couch while you're watching the TV, eventually you're going to go, I'm not motivated and I've got no energy to do that. I'm just going to sit on the couch. Because you're in the same room. It's like people that can't sleep good, or, it's because their office, they're eating in the lounge room and then they're working in bed. If you're on your phone sending emails and you're in bed, you're doing that's two sections of your life, and they're like conflicting.
Compartmentalize it.
Yeah, bro. If you got work to do, go and do it in your office. If you're gonna eat at the table. Yeah. Don't eat in bed, because then you're mixing the different parts of your life in together, and it's all fucked up.
That's a good point.
So when you're doing shit, be present and actually do what you want to do. So, okay, I'm just, even like, bro, you do 10 minutes. Like, man, we sit on our phone, you scroll for an hour and you're like, fuck, where'd that hour go?
Yeah.
If you just set an alarm every day and go, all right, I'm going to get out of bed, I'm going to think about it. I'm just going to walk straight out the stride, put my shoes on and go for a walk. And then all of a sudden you've done 10 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah.
Cool, done. Then you just do that every day. And you're also getting out, man. Like, get out of the house, get out and into the fucking, suck some air in, like.
Yeah, 100%. Well, because I want to join the gym, but I got this thing that it's so dumb, but I feel like if I go there, I'm going to get judged by people there. I don't know why.
And that's another thing too, bro.
Self-conscious thing.
There's a good book that I read. It's called Atomic Habits, and it's about building habits and trying to, change bad habits and build new ones. And a big part of that is like make it easy. So, like you said, going to the gym, it's a bit daunting. There's fucking 300 people in the gym, and all the machines are used, and so half the machines you might not even know what to use.
Yeah.
You're not going to go because you're like, that's
what I was doing. I was making excuses not to go.
It's easy to make excuses because it's hard to do. But if you're like, my exercise for the day is I just have to put my shoes on. They're already at the door, and I walk outside and go around this block. I know the route. I know, like, okay, fuck, I can do that. That's easy. Even when you're not motivated, you're like, yeah, I can do that. Just start there, bro. Start at that. Another way is to commit to something and be accountable. So if you had a personal trainer or something like that, but even then, that's a big step. So you take the small steps first and do what's easy. Make it easy to do and make it comfortable to do.
Yeah, I need to get there and just not give a fuck, because I keep worrying that I'm going to go there and like, I don't know why. It's just some fucking stupid thing in my head, but I feel like people are going to go there and people are going to judge me. They're going to look at this fucking skinny cunt. But I know that people in the gym don't think that. I know that, but then I'm intimidated to go because there's heaps of like big dudes in there or something. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah, maybe the gym's not for you then, bro. Do
I
something that you enjoy.
I need to go. Yeah, but I want to go do cardio. I want to.
Yeah. Well, you said you ride. You said you ride the bike. Why don't you get a actual bike and ride?
Yeah, but it's like I don't want to then I'm going to go. What if it's raining? Then I won't go. Then the next day I'll go. Oh, I can't be fucked. Then I want to. At least in a gym,
doing it on the couch there's going to be even more things to stop you. More excuses.
Oh, it's worked so far.
Whatever works for you, bro. You know what works for you. But I just know to make things easier, it easier, because then you have less reasons to have excuses.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah. I probably should get like a bike or something, but I know that I don't want like weather or something to make an excuse for me.
But you're already making excuses anyway.
Yeah. I need you over my shoulder. Just do it. Yeah. So, what do you got coming up anyway?
Not much, bro. To be honest, all my spare time is going into just studying, man. Finishing this certification off.
Yeah.
Do my assessments, get all my logs in, get all my hours and coaching stuff in. And then go from there. That's pretty much just that, and just train. And I haven't really got too much on. Besides that, like all my focus and energy is going into that. And just, the band as well, when I get some spare time and just working, man.
Yep. Oh, well, is there anything else you want to get out there?
Yeah. I mean, like we spoke about a lot, bro. I guess I just want to just say to people that, you know, you're one decision away from changing your whole life. You're never stuck. You know, we can always make excuses for all the shit that's wrong in our life, but at the end of the day, you're responsible for what happens in your life. You know, you're responsible for your job. You're responsible for how you feel. You're responsible for how you look. You're responsible for the food you jam in your mouth. You're responsible for the piss you drink. You're responsible for everything. Like, so start asking yourself why. Why do you do stuff? Why is this the life I want to live? If it's not, what can I change? What am I doing wrong? It's much easier to find, you know, people want to be successful, or they want something and they feel like they have to do more, which is harder to do. A lot of the time we have to do less. And what I mean by doing less is spend less time on your phone, spend less time drinking, spend less time on people that don't serve you, that don't inspire you. Like our friends should inspire you, bro. They shouldn't be, you know, we've all got friends that, you know, we can find 20 people to go and drink with, but have you got 20 people that inspire you? Have you got 20 people that you can talk to about your problems, or, you know, just life, or bounce ideas off and go, hey man, like I'm thinking of starting this business. Can you help me? Can you give me some advice in where I should put my finances, or do you know any like thing I should be investing money in, or bro, I've got these fitness goals, and like, do you know any, like, so many of us don't have those type of people. So do an audit of your life. Do an audit and go, okay, what is going good for me and what is going bad? What can I improve, and what am I trying to learn along the way? Like, that's like my biggest thing, bro. I try and get through to people and you know, because they're the questions you need to answer. And if you can't answer them, then what kind of life are you living, bro? Yeah. You know, if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what's getting you up out of bed, why you do the things you do, if you don't know why you're working out on the mines, like if you don't know why you're up there, what the fuck are you doing up there? Yeah. Like, are you living week to week? What kind of life is that? Because you know what? 10 years, bro, is going to go. It's going to be gone. And you'll go, what have I done? I've had a couple mad holidays. I've had a few big benders with the boys. That shit is like, means nothing, man. You know, like, yeah, they're good times, but if you're not working towards anything, how the hell do you expect to keep motivation to keep getting out of bed and doing what you keep doing if you're not enjoying it and you don't know why you're doing it? So that's my little rant for today.
Well said.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
But yeah, well, I guess that should probably about wrap it up. Hour and a half.
Yeah,
went quick,
man. And also, just like people, everyone out there, like, get around people who inspire you. You know, like a lot of my friends, I used to have friends because I used to drink with them and they were fucking funny cunts, or, you know, we'd have mad times or whatever it may be. But now, like, my friends that I'm with just truly inspire me, bro. You know, like, whether it's they've got good work ethic, or they're a good dad, or they're, you know, a good friend, or they're caring, or they show compassion, like, in whatever way they are, they inspire me to be a better man myself. So if you haven't got people around you like that, then fucking get rid of them.
Do you find your friend circle's way smaller now?
Small, bro.
Yeah.
And, you know, and the people in my life now are fucking the most beautiful people, and I'm so grateful for that. And, you know, if any time I'm having like a shit day, or, you know, I get in my own head, I just remind myself of, you know what, the people around me and the life I live now is so amazing, man. And having that reflection of where I was to where I am puts shit into perspective. So, you know, it makes you really grateful, bro. So a big thing is to get around people that are doing the things you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, get around people who are, you know, treat their family, treat their friends, treat their girlfriends right. Not like, you know, get around people who you want to be like.
Yeah. That inspire you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100% agree with that, because this is actually a little tangent quickly, but it's like one of the few of us guys at work, we get like a bit of a group chat thing on Messenger, and we had one, and one of the guys in there, he just gets on the beers and then just criticises every cunt. You know what I mean? So I just found that I just had enough of it, and I just left that chat and started another one with the other guys, and then I just found that I just felt better, because every time he'd get on there, he's just going to criticise the fuck out of everyone. Then I found that I just feel better about guys that are just positively reinforcing the other guys, not blowing smoke up their ass, but just, you know, make you feel good about things you're doing, and we're all having a laugh, and everyone's kind of big upping each other about things, and then it's kind of like not the word not addictive, but it's like breeds more positivity.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And
yeah.
It's the people you hang around are a big factor in your life. You know, we always say, "Oh, hang out with dogs, you get fleas." Like,
Yeah.
But it's true negativity, bro, or people that complain heaps, or they've got, you know, shit work ethic, or they're just bag people out or whatever. Like if you're hanging around those type of people, if you're gossiping and shit like that,
you start doing that.
Exactly,
it rubs
man.
off on
Yeah,
you,
you know. But imagine if you all of a sudden, if you hung out with all millionaires, you think that you wouldn't be a millionaire? Like, maybe not tomorrow or the next day, but if you hung out with everyone who's there, you're going to level up to, you're going to be whoever you're with. So if you're hanging out with fucking crackheads, you're probably going to end up being a crackhead.
Exactly
you might do it now, but you'll eventually be it. But
That's
you know,
right.
if you start hanging out with people who go to the gym every day and run and do all that, like eat healthy, you're going to start doing that as well.
Yeah.
So
that's like, isn't it? Who's that guy that says that saying that you want what is it? Show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
That's so fucking true, man.
It is, man.
And so many people don't realize it. Is that it's all you have to do is just make these just small changes, and things can be just changed dramatically, and it like amplifies things as well. There's the potential for something there. All you have to do is change one small thing, it'll amplify that potential.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And also, just, you know, if you don't know where to start, you know, I'm not saying come to me for coaching, but find someone who you feel is you can gain something from, whether, you know, someone that you want to kind of be, because try and find someone that can help you, or try and
just be receptive as well. Be open to.
Yeah, but it's more like, you know, just asking yourself those questions that I said before. Like,
like level with yourself and be willing to make the changes. Because a lot of people are happy to talk the talk, but then it's about walking the walk. You got to actually really go, all right, I'm prepared to do whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
And yeah. But thanks for coming, man. It's actually a pretty good fucking chat.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks for having me.
Quite therapeutic. It's more like a psychology session.
Wouldn't go that far.
Nah. No, it was good, man. It was good, because I haven't had anyone on here that's, you know, doing things you're doing or has your background. So it's something different for me as well, and something different for people that do listen to my stuff.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I've been meaning to do it, so it's good that it's actually happened now. And it'd be good to get you going again sometime later and see what's changed.
Yeah, definitely.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to chat with you, man. So thanks so much, man. And yeah, thanks.
Have you got a little closing catchphrase?
I don't.
Oh, you got to get one.
They always end fucking awkward. So I always end up. I always drag it out. I always go. So yeah, well, thanks and thanks. All right, I'm going to fucking stop now.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.